Oh, here it goes. All right, here's the notes. Here is the notes. I'm recording now, right? Here is the unit circle. You know how to use this. You know how to get what? What do we know about the unit circle? What am I doing? We know that the first one's what? The first one here is cosine, right? See, cosine. The first one's cosine. The second one is sine. Yeah? Sine is here and cosine is here. And if I got sine, then I got also cosecant, right? Because if it's sine is 1/2, then cosecant is 2/1. And then if I know cosine, then I also got secant. Okay, we're not talking about sine and cosine. We want to know tangent. Okay, so on the previous assignment when I introduced tangent, I told you that you had to get tangent this way. And it's still true. Tangent is sine divided by cosine. But we're not going to do it like that anymore. Yeah, we got to like put this fraction divided by this fraction, and we got to figure it out. Things cancel out. I'm going to show you a faster way, okay? A really fast way. Okay, here it is. Here's the reason. Ready? I'm going to go over here to 120 degrees. Over here, I'm going to focus into 120 degrees. Don't get mad. Here it goes. You should have known this. Ready? There is a way to look at this and get tangent. I'm going to tell you how. This is how you're going to do it. Remember, this one is what? Cosine, and this one is sine. Well, remember when you learned this? Remember when we learned this about the three functions? We learned this. So, ka, and then you learned what? Toa. This is tangent, and it's still tangent. This says that what? Tangent of the angle measure is what? Opposite over adjacent. If I know the opposite and I know the adjacent, I can give you tangent. I don't have to do all this work, but it still works, right? We're good, Jose? Okay. So, Jose, tell them how they're going to get opposite over adjacent right here. Did you get it already? Which one?
Sine would be opposite because...
See, you have your answer for sine right here. What's your answer? What's your ratio for sine? √3/2. Well, guess what? Isn't sine so? So guess what? This is telling you the O and the H, isn't it? Do I not have the O number, the opposite side number? Yeah. And what is the cosine telling you, everybody? The A and the H? Don't I have... You see, why do I not need to look at the bottom? The bottom's a hypotenuse side, right? I don't need the hypotenuse side. What do I need for tangent? The opposite side and the adjacent side. So guess what? I can find tangent right here because I have the opposite and the adjacent side. You guys see what I mean now? So what is tangent if I'm using TOA? The opposite would be what? √3 over? Over what? Over -1. √3 divided by -1, guess what? Oh, this is tangent of what? This is tangent of, I'm doing 120. So tangent of 120 would be what? -√3. You guys think this is a little bit easier? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go down over here. Let's try another one. Any questions? We got it? You see how to do it? Yeah. How about this? What is tangent of? Let's look at 225. What is tangent of 225, everybody? Well, let me get my opposite and my adjacent. Which one's the opposite and which one's the adjacent? Remember, since this is sine, this is your O and your H. So here's your O. This is your cosine. This is ka. Remember, cosine is ka? So guess what? Yeah, it's the numerators over here. It is the numerators. So that's going to be what? Negative root 2 divided by what? Another negative root 2? What's the answer for the tangent of 225? A positive 1. Well, let me check if that's true. Tangent at 225 equals. Calculator agrees. Yeah? All right. Give me tangent of 330 degrees. Tangent of 330 degrees. Do that one real quick. Like this new way right here with using TOA. I mean, some of you can just probably look at it and know the answer because you're just that good now. Well, that would be O over A. Which one's O, everybody? Which one's the O? This one's the O and that's the A, right? That's TOA. So O over A is going to be negative 1 over root 3. That is correct, but that's not going to be your final answer because you know you can't leave that radical like that. You know what's going to happen when you fix it. Answer is going to be boom. We got it. Everybody see it now? Easy money. All the answers are right here. Yeah? Last one? Yeah, sure. Sure. Oh, no, I got a few more for you. Can you tell me what tangent of 90 degrees is? And please don't mess up. Tangent of 90 degrees is right here, and here's the coordinate. What is tangent of 90 degrees? What is it? Well, this one doesn't have a fraction, right? But just use it. Still, this is the opposite, and this is the adjacent. This one's it's like if you put 1 is 1 over 1, and 0 is 0 over 1, right? So just use those numbers. But this one's the opposite, and this is the adjacent, right? What is tangent? Opposite over adjacent. That's going to be 1 over 0? What's 1 over 0? What's 1 divided by 0? Undefined. It's not 0. It's not 0. You cannot have a 0 in the denominator. That's undefined. So don't think that just because you get a 0, the answer is 0. No, not when it's in the denominator. Not when it's in the denominator. We talked about that last time. How about over here? What about tangent of 180 right here? What would be tangent of 180? Opposite over adjacent. That would be 0 over negative 1. What would that be? 0 over negative 1? When the 0 is in the numerator, when the 0 is on top, that's when your answer is 0. Okay, we're good? Okay, now the last one, yeah? What is cotangent of 240 degrees? What is cotangent of 240 degrees? David? What is it? Correct. The rest of you? How did you do that so fast, David? Fast and furious. Did you get tangent first and then do the reciprocal? Or is there a faster way to get it? Well, if tangent is this over this, why don't you just do cotangent this one over this one? Yeah, you can just do that. Right? So he just flipped it over already, so that'll be negative 1 over The negative root 3? Well, I know what's going to happen with, oh yeah. What's going to happen with the negatives? They're gone, right? It's going to turn to positive. You're left with 1 over root 3. And, oh yeah, that's the answer, but we can't leave it like that. Are we good now? Yeah, I think that's going to be easier to get tangent. All right, so guess what? The unit circle does have everything. It does have sine, it does have cosine, it does have tangent. And if it has sine, cosine, tangent, it has cosecant, secant, cotangent. All right, there it is. Hope you like that. Easy.